shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for every.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 31, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. For the Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw. Strong. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go play action here on 1st down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Strong. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
4th down. Strong. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 72 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fields throwing again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st down, Strong. And Sharp calls it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fields now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now here's Trenton Gill now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Williams. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st and 10, Strong. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Strong. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Strong loses it on the hit. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Fields on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Fields trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Flushed out right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On second down, Swift. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Strong. And that's going to be touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on, because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 10. Fields again. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Throwing again is Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. Throwing on 1st down. Strong. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Strong. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's got a man, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery. Strong. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Fields throwing again. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fields trying to throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.